What's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist and today doing a Tri-Brigade deck profile. So I'm really excited to do some for you guys because this deck is an extremely fun deck to play that just got some amazing support. So without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell in there so you can become part of the notification squad, and definitely check out the Patreon down in the description below for all those awesome rewards. So without further ado, let's get straight on into this. So first off, we're playing 3 copies of Fractal. Fractal is an amazing 3-of in the build, as this card is basically a 1-card starter, with the ability that you can actually ascend this card from your hand or field to the graveyard to be able to actually send a level 3 or lower Beast, Beast Warrior, or Wing Beast monster from your deck to the graveyard, which is an amazing ability to send our copy of Tri-Brigade Kit to the graveyard so we can send Nearval and then search out our copy of Caress. But all of our main deck Tri-Brigade monsters actually share an amazing common effect, and when this card's on your side of the field, you can manage any number of Beast, Beast Warrior, and or Wing Beast monsters in your graveyard, and then special summon a Beast, Beast Warrior, or Wing Beast Link monster from your extra deck with a link rating equal to the number that you banished. Also, you can only use Beast, Beast Warrior, and Wing Beast monsters as link material for the rest of the turn, which is totally fine. It's just an amazing ability to help us summon out awesome link monsters like Shirog. We then play 3 copies of Tri-Brigade Kit. Kit is definitely a 3-of as well, and this card has a really cool ability. If it's sent to the graveyard, you can actually send a Tri-Brigade card from your deck to the graveyard, which you're always sending your copy of Nearval to the grave off this card's effect. We then play 3 copies of Nearval. Nearval is amazing as a 3-of because if this card's sent to the graveyard, you can add a Tri-Brigade monster from your deck to your hand. We then play 2 copies of Tri-Brigade Caress. Caress is really good as a 2-of in the build because this card is an amazing extender and just so good in the build because you can actually discard one other Beast, Beast Warrior, or Wing Beast monster to special summon this card from your hand, which is an amazing ability to basically use the effect of your Fractal to be able to send your copy of Kit, then send your copy of Nearval, and then search out your copy of your Caress so you can basically go full combo, which is amazing to be able to do. We then play 3 copies of Rescue Cat. Rescue Cat is definitely a 3-of build and the best normal summon in the entire deck. You can actually send this card to the graveyard from your side of the field to be able to special summon 2 level 3 or lower beast monsters from your deck, but their effects are negated. Also, they're destroyed during the end phase, which is totally fine to give us 2 materials on our side of the field so we can start link summoning. We then play a single copy of the Fabled Cerberil. Cerberil is really good as a 1-of in the deck because if this card is discarded to the graveyard, you get to special summon it, which is an amazing ability to use with your copy of Crash just to bring this monster back to your side of the field. Plus you can use it with your copy of Rescue Cat, which is really good. We then play a single copy of DD Crow. DD Crow is great to help you control the graveyard because quick effect, you can discard this card to the grave, target a card in your opponent's graveyard, and banish that target, which is such a good effect. We then play 3 copies of Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom's definitely a 3-of in the build to basically just stop the opponent from touching the deck. We then also play 3 copies of Mulcharmy Fluros. Fluros is great in this build because this card is a really cool Wing Beast monster, works with the rest of the cards in the deck, but also helps you dig into the deck for the exact cards that you need. So, that's it for the monsters, guys. Let's get into the spells. So for the spells, we're going to start with a single copy of Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial is definitely a 1-of in the build to basically help us get the exact monster we need into the graveyard. We'll make a single copy of Called by the Grave. Called by the Grave is crazy powerful in this deck to just stop your opponent's hand traps where you're going in for all of your plays. We'll make a single copy of Crossset Designator for the exact same reason. This card is really good at just stopping your opponent's hand traps. We'll make a single copy of Triple Tactics Talent. Triple Tactics Talent helps out a lot in this deck to let us draw 2 cards, take control of an opponent's monster, or look at our opponent's hand and choose a card from it and shuffle it into the deck. And like a single copy of Tri-Brigade Roar. Roar is really cool as a 1-of in the build, and I absolutely love this card in the build because this card has a really cool effect that if you control a link monster, you can send a Tri-Brigade card from your deck or extract to the graveyard, target effect monster on the field, and apply the following effect based on the type of card sent to the graveyard. If you send a monster, you change the target monster's attack points to 0 until the end of the turn. If it was a spell card, you negate that monster's effect until the end of the turn. If it was a trap, return that monster back to the hand, which is such a cool ability and just a really versatile 1-of in the build. We then played 2 copies of Tri-Brigade Hammer. Tri-Brigade Hammer is an amazing and new support card, and I absolutely love this card in the deck, but this card is just a really good 2-of that lets you activate one of these effects, but you can only use each effect of Tri-Brigade Hammer once per turn to either add a Tri-Brigade spell or trap card from your deck to your hand, accept another copy of Hammer, or banish any number of Tri-Brigade cards from your graveyard, and then special summon a Tri-Brigade Link monster from your extract with a link rating equal to the number of banished, ignoring its summoning conditions. Also, for the rest turn, you cannot special summon from the extract except for Beast Warrior, Wing Beast monsters, which is totally fine. And this card is just such a cool card to be able to play in the deck, but I feel like 2 copies is really all you need. We then played 3 copies of Fire Formation Tinky. Tinky is basically Rhoda for the deck, letting us add a Beast Warrior monster from our deck to our hand, which is really good to instantly grab our copy of Froctal off this card's ability. We then played 3 copies of Forbidden Droplets. Droplets is great to help us not only get monsters into the graveyard for our Tri-Brigade monsters effects, but also it's just a really good card overall in negating our opponent's monsters effects and also having their attack points so we can swing in for game. So that's it for the spells, guys. Let's get in to the traps. So for the traps, we're going to start off with 2 copies of Tri-Brigade Revolt. Tri-Brigade Revolt is an amazing 2-of in the build that helps us summon out our link monsters extremely easily. The ability to special summon a number of Beast Warrior, and or Wing Beast monsters that are banished or in your graveyard but negate their effects, and immediate effect results, you get to link summon a Tri-Brigade link monster using only those monsters, which is such a powerful ability to basically just help us go into our copy of Shirog during the opponent's turn, which is absolutely insane. This card is one of the powerhouses of the deck, and a card you always want to end on setting to your side of the field so you can step into Shirog during the opponent's turn. We then played 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence. Infinite Impermanence is an amazing 3-of in the build to basically just stop your opponent's monster effects and also lock down entire columns of spells and traps. This card is definitely a 3-of in the build and just an amazing hand trap overall. So that's it for the main deck, guys. Let's get into the extra deck. So for the extra deck, guys, we're going to start off with 2 copies of Tri-Brigade Arms Mauser. This card is an amazing new 2-of that's so good in the build, it's actually a Book of Moon and a Foolish Burial. With the ability, if this card is link summoned, you can actually send 2 Tri-Brigade cards with different names from your deck and or extract to the graveyard, except another copy of this card, which is such a powerful ability, but it does lock you into summoning Beast Warrior, Wing Beast monsters from the extract. And if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can actually target a face-up monster in the field and change it to face-down defense position, which is such a powerful ability. We then made a single copy of the Tri-Brigade Arms Link 5. This card is incredible as a 1-of in the build and just a really cool 1-of in the deck. Has the ability, cannot be special summoned from the extract unless you have 3 or more Tri-Brigade spells or traps in the graveyard, and your opponent cannot activate cards or effects when you special summon a monster. Also, when a monster declares an attack, you can actually banish this card and also banish all cards that your opponent controls, which is such a powerful ability. And if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can actually send a Beast or Wing Beast monster from your extract to the graveyard, which is a pretty cool ability, especially when you combine with your copy of Mauser. We then played 3 copies of Shirog. Shirog is our big boss monster of the deck, and so cool to be able to play, because this card has the ability if it's special summoned, or if another Beast Warrior, Wing Beast monster is special summoned to your side of the field, you can actually banish a card from the field, which is a great spot removal ability, and one of my favorite link monsters in the entire game. Also, if it's sent to the graveyard, you can add a Beast Warrior, Wing Beast monster from your deck to your hand, whose level is less than or equal to the number of your banished Beast Warrior, Wing Beast monsters, which is a great ability to actually search out the exact card you need, because we also play DD Crow, so you always have at least a level 1 in the deck to be able to search off this card's effect. And then play a single copy of Rugal. Rugal's just a good option in the build and a definite one of in the deck. Play a single copy of Bearbrum. Bearbrum is really good to help us get to our copy of Revolt. So this card is definitely a one of the build. You can actually discard 2 cards and then target one of your banished level 4 or lower Beast, War-Winged Beast monsters and special summon him. And also this card is a really cool ability. If it's sent to the graveyard in a Tri-Brigade spell trap from your deck to your hand, then you can actually place a card from your hand on the bottom of the deck, which helps you instantly get to your copy of Revolt. We play a single copy of Frigid. Frigid is really good as a one-of in the build, just to basically extend your plays, because during your main phase, you can special summon a level 4 or lower Beast, War-Winged Beast monster from your hand, which is a pretty cool ability. And also, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can draw a card and then place a card from your hand on the bottom of the deck, which is a really cool ability to be able to use. We play a single copy of Double Dragon Lords. Double Dragon Lords is awesome to be able to play. As if this card is on your side of the field, you can actually quick effect send a card from your hand or field to the graveyard and target a face-up card that your opponent controls and return it back to the hand. We play a single copy of Access Code. Access Code comes out absolutely massive. Helps you pop multiple cards on the field. So this card is really good as a one-of in the deck. Play a single copy of SP. SP is really good to use as a double interruption. 1 copy of IP to be able to make your copy of SP during the opponent's turn. 1 copy of Scareclaw Lightheart, just in case you need basically a Link 1 monster. That's a Beast Warrior monster that you can instantly bring out one of your Tri-Brigade monster's abilities. And then finally, a single copy of Alamirage. Alamirage is great as a one-of, just in case you need to link away your copy of Nearval that you normal summon out to your side of the field, or a copy of Kit. So, that's it for the deck, guys. I would enjoy this deck. Is super fun to be able to play. If you guys have never played a Tri-Brigade deck before, you should definitely give this deck a try, because it's so much fun to be able to play. It's just insane how powerful it is, especially with all the new support we've been getting for this deck recently. And it's just so consistent to be able to play. So, that's going to do this one, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and then you're seeing come part notification squad. And we'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.